Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 3. And guess what? We have updated the mod pack. We are on 2.7 now. So yes, we have updated the pack to the newest version, and boy, have they added a lot of stuff to the mod pack. Pretty amazing. Some of these new multi-blocks that they have added. Quality of life upgrades, all sorts of stuff. So you can even see just right here, got some cool things. Look at that. We want to expand all our ores, we can just click that, or we can have it closed. All the different types of glass and stuff like that. So that is pretty cool. I like that. It just makes NEI that much more concise. I have kind of quickly taken a look at what they have added, so I don't know every single thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a this is what has changed, because it is a lot of things. One of the biggest things is the processing factory and processing array are being removed. So if you've been following GregTech New Horizons for a while, you know these were never that exciting, and they were just kind of. I don't think anyone was really a big fan of them spamming these processing arrays and the large processing factories. So these are actually being removed in the next update. I believe the still work, so your world won't get broken on update, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, I think basically you're going to be replacing these with actual versions of the multi-blocks that you're using them for. So the precision laser engraver, for example, was kind of one of the annoying ones that now has its own multi-block. I don't remember. There it is. Hyper intensity laser engraver. And check out this. Look at that. No more 3x3 blocks of processing things. They have all their own stuff. And yeah, there are some crazy multi-blocks. Look at this thing. Forge of the Gods. Hello. Look at this multi-block. Holy, how crazy is this? Look at that. And then I think there's like upgrades for it and all sorts of stuff. Unfortunately, we are a little far away from that. But it's always something fun to work towards. We got power forges. I think this like is add-ons to the Stellar Forge, Plasma Fabricator, Exotic Matter Producers. Yeah, lots of cool things. We got some new quest lines. Look at that, all the way up to UMV now. I think it used to stop at UEV, didn't it? Wasn't that the final one? So we got a couple more of those. The end game stuff has changed a little bit. Wasn't that like that used to be like a triangle, I think. Kind of like the thing, but look at that, central graviton. What is? Yeah. So lots of cool things, and I think a lot of the updates has cut down on machines. So hopefully a lot less spam of multi-blocks. There is also, if I can find it, there is a mass processing tab now, so you can see the different multi-blocks and what tier they on. So it just kind of makes it much easier to see. So there is our large chemical factory, our reactor, the multi-smeltery, the distillation towers that we've been crafting them. They've added a whole bunch of steam machines for early game, so multi-blocks for early game to go with the ones we used to have. So there is like a centrifuge, steam purifier, which is an ore washer. Look at that. So yeah, lots of cool things. Most of the multi-blocks, though, I think are kind of end game stuff. Another cool thing I noticed, but we're kind of getting out of this. I might craft up a couple of them, but there are covers that hold items. So like the molds and stuff. And I don't know if those actually go in there. I'm not sure if there is a specific items that you can put in there, like the molds. So I might use a couple, but as you get into AE, I'm pretty sure you kind of just need dedicated molds for those. But yeah, that is pretty cool. So lots and lots of cool things that have been added. And maybe I'll do a what has been changed update. But that I just don't have like a ton of real life time, to be honest. And I'm also going out of town this coming weekend, so we might not have a couple episodes for a few days. I'm going to be gone for like 5 days, so we will see. But yeah, doing like update videos, it's like I have to write a script and all sorts of stuff, and I just really don't have enough time to do that, unfortunately. But let's get into what we have been doing between the last episode and this episode. I have actually set up a completely working platinum line here. And I'm thinking, I actually like how it works. It works like pretty well, actually. Surprisingly, it works surprisingly well. I'm thinking I almost want to set up a subnet for our platinum line. And oh, also these have changed to blue. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I like my green. Why is it blue now? That's funny. Oh, let me did I okay, yes, I fixed this as well, our claimed chunks, because we were running into a limit. Good for a server, single player though. Wasn't necessarily, oops. But yeah, so I have gone ahead and fixed that as well. So yeah, basically I want platinum. Now we're probably just going to set this up to all just as soon as I get platinum metallic parter, I'll just have the A system run this. So I'm not going to be like crafting up this every single thing. The one thing I haven't done is the ammonium chloride. So I was trying to figure out, do we want to, like, we produce ammonium over here. I don't have ammonium connected to the A system. I am thinking, actually just thinking right now, I have to be a little careful with clashing recipes. But if we do this in a subnet, I was thinking we could just store. Oh no, I put it in here. I think we just don't have enough. Yeah. We could just craft up the ammonium chloride and then store it in the subnet. I think I am going to do that today. Still kind of getting used to this thing where it collapses the stuff. What we'll do is that, and then yeah, because I think there is part that sends chlorine back into the subnet. So I think I will do that, but I'm going to have to figure out the crafting part. So ammonium chloride really isn't. Don't think ammonium chloride is used in anything else but the platinum line, if I remember. I don't think, yeah, it's only used in the platinum line. So that's why I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, we could just craft it up here and have this in a subnet. But I guess Yeah, I think we will do. You know what? I am thinking I'm gonna set up this in its own kind of area. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Um, because the platinum line is, if you know anything about GregTech New Horizons, some of these processing chains get really crazy, really fun. It's like an absolute ton of fun sorting them out. But the platinum line consists of, I think it's like 6 different chains, if I remember correctly. So it's like platinum, iridium, osmium, rhodium, palladium, and there's one more. RH. No, ruthenium. So yeah, I think there's 6 different chains. So I'm thinking, let's not do it over here. And then we'll be using multi-blocks like blast furnaces and all sorts of stuff. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I have, like I said, most of this stuff set up. And I think I will also maybe even add this part to it. So this is our end stone that's producing the platinum and the tungstate for us. Maybe, I was thinking maybe throwing that over there as well. I may hold off on that though until we get the multi-blocks, because a lot of that stuff is going to be upgraded to multi-block centrifuge and electrolyzer. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go, oops. Wow, that took me way too many clicks to open up my map. Maybe I'll go this way, actually. Yeah. The one issue with this is like a hill. So if I build out this way, we're going into like trees and stuff, so it's kind of annoying. Okay, yeah, actually I think I'm gonna go this way. So this will, since we're doing the AE, transferring power with AE, this actually isn't too bad. Also, I need to clean this up because we have fixed that. So that line actually doesn't exist anymore. Oh, also, one of the coolest things I saw that was added, we're not quite there yet, but the lasers, when we finally get the lasers, if you remember, the laser vacuum pipes, there was no way to turn the lasers without crafting up a transformer, which is kind of a pain, but there is actually a way to curve the lasers now. Laser vacuum here. I thought that was like super, super cool because, yeah, having to build up those transformers every single time you needed to bend the lasers was a pain. I just thought that was cool. Okay, so let me build out a platform, and I think we'll set up a subnet for our platinum stuff today. Okay, we are back. I'm in a brand new area. Gone ahead and build out. So got kind of a new kind of area. I know it's a lot of similar looking stuff, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. And I have, you know, a little bit different with each building, but it's kind of the same theme. Got a little bit of a roof. Not sure if I like love that. I kind of wish this was a different thing, but these are actually stairs. So that, like that strip in the middle, I can't really change out. But anyway, I just thought a little something up and working. I needed a roof. Thankfully, it started raining, and it was raining on this thing, and I realized the energy hatch was in the middle, so it wasn't actually touching the energy hatch, and I hadn't connected the power yet. So yeah, I keep forgetting that if I'm in the overworld, I have to worry about rain. So yeah. Also, gone ahead, set up a subnet. as you can see, I even got another controller. I do have to be careful with how much power we are drawing, because I just keep on expanding this. Yeah, almost 2,000. No, that's AE. Yeah, 917 EU per tick. Almost like 2 of those single block generators. And I am trying to figure out how I want to go about doing this. I also had a thought as I was setting this up with the ingredient buffer. There is the P2P, which I can split the recipes between the items and the fluids. That is kind of how we did the assembly lines in the second season. And I was thinking, like, I think if I do an interface, one of those P2P interfaces on the quadruple and one on the input bus, I think that would actually split the items up, so I don't have to do it this way, because this is actually not super fast. And I could do pumps. For example, that's 2,000 liters per tick, whereas the conduit is only like 200. Obviously, we can get better conduits, but that one that I have right there is only 200. I could upgrade it, but even like the fastest one is only 20,000. But this, it's not like super, it's kind of just something we have going on in the background again. So I'm not sure I'm going to spend too much time on that. And plus the P2P, I would need to do like 2 more dual interfaces just to do that. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if it's worth it at this point. So I do have 1 dual interface because I think I may need to put a whatchamacallit on there, a fluid storage bus from this side. So the subnet can read the main base, and then the main base can read the subnet. But I feel like I ran into some issues with that in our second season with fluids getting like double counted, and it would cause issues with crafting. But I may need to do that, because if I want to do like ammonia in here for the ammonium chloride, then it needs to be able to see the hydrogen and nitrogen. Unless I just do, okay, yeah. I might just have to just kind of give it a go and see how it works. Now, yeah, the main base is not going to be able to see that, fortunately. So yeah, what I'm thinking is we'll dump the platinum stuff into, as it's getting produced, we will have this go directly into the subnet through the thing, is kind of what I'm thinking. So that priority, it'll go directly into here, and then it should be able to, oh, we could actually do, no, all right. If we're going to do the crafting, stocking input hatch probably won't, well, I guess it could work. I could do that. If I do this on a subnet, then we could probably do a stocking hatch and then just change the recipes to not use items, and then I can get rid of the buffer and just go directly onto the... Man, maybe I'll do that. So we are back, and my brain is broken. I've been staring at this and changing things and going back and forth over and over and over again. I'm like, I can't get it to... It's just not how I want it to work exactly. So it's just like taking me some tweaking and stuff. I did run into a bit of a problem with the circuits. Unfortunately, the ammonium chloride, I want to do it with a 9 because the 1 will interfere with the platinum concentrate dust, or the platinum concentrate. If I use a 1 in that, I'm going to get tiny piles, which is not like the end of the world, but I would much rather do a 9. The problem is the circuit of 9 requires 64 buckets of each, and the quadruple input hatches that I can craft up only go up to 32. So I can't get enough of the stuff in there, and it's not going to fill in multiple with the same fluid. So I just couldn't do that without that clashing. So I've gone ahead and crafted up another chemical reactor. I just threw it right here so we can share things, but I may split this off again. I am just going back and forth with this, trying to figure out what I actually like and what I don't, and kind of the recipes. Was debating doing a stocking input hatch with calcium and the thing, and I may still do that. And maybe we will go about it a different way. I have gone ahead and we've thrown down some crafting things. Like this is its own completely separate a subnet, and it's gonna, once we get like more and more parts of the platinum line, it's gonna get bigger and bigger, but I'm just kind of getting prepared. I've also thrown down a level maintainer because we can actually craft these up now that we have niobium titanium. So we got that, was the last episode or the episode before? We got niobium titanium finally, and the rest of the stuff we can already craft up. So I have gone ahead and thrown one of those down. Again, I don't know if I like this. If I want to put the platinum dust route in, it kind of clashes with the stocking input buses. So yeah, I'm gonna spend a bunch of time trying to figure this out, get this how I want. If I want to use the stocking input bus, then I would have to like change that to keep like something else in stock. Like the platinum concentrate, and then I'll just have it dump the aqua regi in there and start there instead of doing the end thing. We could maybe do that, or I could even do the appreciated platinum dust. I don't know. There's multiple ways to go about doing that, but yeah, since this is a 2 item recipe, it just doesn't, this setup doesn't, I would have to put like another input bus here to do this. So yeah, lots of things I might adjust, but I will figure that out. All right, we are back, and I am going to craft up the next thing, and that is going to be the Sifter multiblock. So I'm producing a whole bunch of this Eglin steel. Unfortunately, it does require some kind of annoying stuff in the mixer. So carbon, raw silicon, sulfur, that's not a problem. It doesn't require a circuit. The problem is this requires a circuit of 20. That requires a circuit of 1. So I don't really have a dedicated thing for it. So I'm just going to craft up a whole bunch at the moment, and then we'll figure that out. I did notice when I was looking through some of these recipes, there is a lot of the alloy blast smelter recipes. There's actually dust recipes for them, which I don't actually remember them having dust recipes before. I remember like the alloy blast smelter was kind of required, but maybe that has changed. I don't remember that many. I remember there was a few of the lower ones that you could do in the mixer. But yeah, I was noticing there is a whole heck of a lot of mixer recipes. Nitinol, Zircaloy, Inkaloy, that Mar 200 steel dust. Yeah, there's another Inkaloy. So I am... There's way more than I realized, so I'm almost wondering if some of the stuff I can actually craft up. Like, can I actually craft those up in a mixer? Not entirely sure. Obviously, we need the better circuits, but yeah, I'm wondering if there's a lot more than I realized. So we're gonna get that, and I think I needed 2 of these. I keep putting off the the nano circuits. I really do need to get the nano circuits taken care of. One of the annoying parts is these. So you need a large chemical reactor, molten glowstone, these raw carbon fibers, and these essential things to get these nano CPUs, which, by the way, there is this other crazy recipe now for that. So that's kind of cool. Partially consumed. Interesting. Max use is 60. Look at the photons, and you're hitting wafers with stuff in a target chamber. That doesn't look too crazy. Obviously, I haven't looked at the things. All right, so LUV, it looks like. But yeah, so I'm going to do a sifter, and we're going to replace this one that we have somewhere. Where did I put my sifter? I moved it. I don't remember where I put it. All right, I have a sifter somewhere. I don't remember what I did with it. Did I put it underneath? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I was going to move it. So we're actually going to replace this with the multi-block, and then I think I'm going to split the outputs with the new output bus mechanic. I think I'm going to do only some stuff, like we're going to split it with the subnet. I guess that's what I was going to say. Sifter. There it is. Yeah, I don't have 4. I don't have that recipe. It's getting much easier, but I still am a little cautious with using the patterns. All right, so this is going to go over here, and this is going to get used by multiple parts of the platinum line. So that's why I'm thinking I want to do this. Now this thing is freaking huge. It's 7x7, 5x5. I thought that was bigger, but right, 1. Yeah, because it's going to stick like way out here. All right, I'm not sure if I want that there or over here. I would have to extend the building, obviously. Well, I have to do it. I'm going to have to do it anyway. But yeah, there is multiple parts of the iridium line and all sorts of stuff that go in the sifter. Yeah, that's not the sifter part, but there definitely is sifting parts to it. I just don't remember where. Also, iridium dioxide, that sounds different. I mean, the recipe it looks the same, but like I don't remember iridium dioxide, but I could be wrong. And there is that ammonium chloride again. So that is why I have gone ahead and set up a dedicated thing for ammonium chloride. And then, yeah, we'll just continue to expand the platinum mine. All right, I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to keep looking at it and tweaking it and stuff and getting it to how I want it. And we'll come back. But I am super excited for this new update. Looks like there is some crazy new multi-blocks that I'm looking forward to. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.